Hey, what's up guys? Sean back with another video, and AnnJeannette Was, My 600-Pound Life. Those of you that don't know, I started out at 605, 286.6 this morning, so I got a little bit of insight on this. So let's check out what's going on in her episode and what demon she's fighting. Just not the Dorito demon probably, but let's get into it. Oregon. Damn, this lady's a fooperina. You see that? How the hell is she doing a split? I had nowhere near that level of flexibility.
I start each morning in disbelief. Just trying to get out of bed in the morning is excruciatingly painful. So I need help from my girlfriend just to get to my feet. And just doing that is becoming more and more difficult.
Why'd you put the bed so damn low to the floor? That's like cardinal rule number 1. You do not put the bed that damn close. Your knees can't take it.
Ready? Get 1, 2, 3. Come on. Okay. Because my body's just breaking down at this point, and I'm losing the ability to do everything. Just walking to get around is the most painful thing I do because of the weight.
Look at her calf though. It's weird when you're shorter where it puts it, but I mean she's rocking full thussy, like just rubbing together, but yeah. If she's shorter, it's gonna go somewhere, right?
Weight of my body and my stomach pulling down on me. It's miserable. It's degrading to ask for help, to take a shower every day, but I can't do it for myself. I dread having to ask Erica for help with anything, but then I'm just like, I have no other option, and I can't.
Why is this lady constantly in a split? Like, that can't be the most comfortable position to be in.
Stop showering because I also have cellulitis, and just a little bit of infection could cause a flare and make it a lot worse.
I mean, I don't know if we've seen someone climb in the tub and their stomach touch where their knee is, though. But yeah, really short. It's definitely hanging down there. That's going to be all kinds of uncomfortable, leave all kinds of rashes.
So the only way to prevent that is to keep clean. But having to stand to shower is so painful. I start to feel like I'm gonna pass out and can't reach to all the areas I need. Okay. So Erica has to be my caretaker, like I'm a child. I just feel like, what did I get myself into that I have to have somebody else shower me?
It's definitely not your most flattering moment, but also they're going to get water everywhere. At least close it and then let you stick to the friggin' shower curtain. That's what I did, get stuck to the damn thing nonstop.
So I hate it. And I hate my life. Ready? I hate it for myself, and I hate it for Erica too.
Be careful, baby.
It sucks to carry all this weight. It feels horrible. It hurts. It hurts physically, mentally, emotionally.
This way?
Why couldn't we at least get you a beach towel, though? I had the biggest damn towel, so I didn't have to go through this. But I also haven't seen very many people get out of the shower on the show and them still not need to blur the front. But she definitely has something blocking there.
It takes a toll to have to wake up every day and deal with the harsh reality that this is what life is. Where I smell all the time because I sweat all day long and it gets stuck. and all the folds of fat on my body. And I have to have the person I love put deodorant in between all those folds just.
I mean, she's straight down there on her knees, staring like dragon's breath right there in front of her. But I mean, she's definitely dedicated to you. Hats off to her, because she's taking good care of you.
So I don't reek all day. I just feel like, how did that even happen? How did you get that way?
I can tell
I
you.
wish I could just change the past, but I can't. I was born into a large family. I had 4 sisters and 3 brothers, and I'm the second youngest. But my childhood wasn't easy because our mother was a drug addict.
That's terrible. I'm sure there was some form of neglect in the house then, but you just because you're dealt a bad hand or whatever, don't mean that you can't, fold, start over, and just look for something better in the future.
Choice was. My mom had 2 different sides. When she was not on drugs, she loved everybody. When she was on drugs or alcohol, she was mean, violent. She'd hit us if she needed to. And I started finding comfort in food because when I was eating, I felt good.
It looks like everybody's a little overweight in that family, so I'm guessing food was just the kind of like shut up, here's your food type thing.
I was around 6 at that time and only probably around 70 pounds then. But over the next couple of years, things started to get worse. We were going to school, we were just dirty all the time, and we just didn't look very well taken care of. So Child Protective Services started an investigation into our family. And we basically had to flee the state so they didn't take us away. So when we moved to California.
Oh no, touch your toes. Like, she was just down there. Why does she have to? I guess she gotta hit it from the back. I don't know. Maybe they couldn't reach it from the front.
And we became homeless. We ended up living in a tent city in Santa Cruz. And we lived like that for the next couple of years. It was like camping full time. I hated living there. Like, I was always a fear of being kidnapped or like somebody being us. And how I dealt with that fear is I continued to eat.
With a kid in that position, I could imagine everything out of your control. The one thing you can control being food, you're obviously going to lean to that. So I feel for her on that, but it sounds like she had one of the roughest starts I've seen yet on this show.
My parents got a lot of food stamps because they had a lot of kids. So over the next few years, I gained a whole lot. And by the time I was 8, I was already 200 pounds. And then when I was 9, things got better for a time. Because my mom finally decided to get clean. And we moved back to Oregon. My dad got a job and we finally had our own house again. Now that my mom was off drugs, she started cooking a lot of food for us. So I was still gaining through this time, and when I...
Wait, we got Giggles, Heaven, and Folio. Yeah, alright. But I imagine stability for a kid's a big thing. So if your kid's not stable, it's terrible. I feel bad for her right now, at least.
was 10, they took me to a doctor, and I weighed in at 262 pounds. So a lot of attention started being put on how big I was. And that only got worse because eventually my school became worried about my weight. So they reached out to my parents with an idea about posting an article in the newspaper with a picture of me asking for help to get people.
Why would you let them? She's 10. Obviously, that much attention's not going to bring a whole lot of good. I wouldn't do it. I mean, I understand they're worried about her weight. I think that's too early to thrust her into the public eye and kind of let a whole bunch of random people judge you and your parenting or lack of. But if it helped, it helped.
People to donate money so I could go to fat camp. And my parents
Damn, we got crowdfund fat. That's a new one.
agreed. And when the article came out, it was one of the worst days of my life. I was completely embarrassed and really sad. But it just got worse from there. Because shortly after the article came out, a national TV news program wanted to do a piece on me to try and raise more awareness or something. They exposed my life so everybody could see what I had to go through. But
I've never seen someone grab 3 breakfast sandwiches in one hand, though. But she's got some damn skills, apparently.
it worked, and we raised enough money for me to go. I was dreading it, but they still sent me. And by the end of summer, I had lost 60 pounds, and I couldn't wait to go back to Oregon and show everybody how much weight I lost. But when my dad came to pick me up, he said we weren't going back. And we moved into a motel room in San Diego. And it was so...
She just throw them in wrappers and all? But are those McDonald's ones? Like, do they have McDonald's, like, breakfast sandwiches on tap for her?
upsetting. And I just didn't understand why we had to fit our whole family into one hotel room. The reality is, about 3 months after we moved back to California, my mom relapsed and overdosed, and she died.
Oh, shit.
I was 11 then, and I was completely devastated.
She did it one more time and it killed her. The very first time.
Seen that happen before. I've had friends that happen to. They get clean, they go back, it's just one more hoorah or whatever, their body's not used to it anymore, game over. So that happens more times than you would think.
After that, there was almost no hope for Angie to be successful in her weight loss journey.
When my mom died, my eating got worse. And by the time I was 14 years old, I was 375 pounds. And I just started doing a lot of really bad things. I drank beer and smoked weed. Most of my siblings started doing drugs
Damn, we're gangbanging out here too. Alright, I see you.
then too. And when I was 15, I decided to try for the first time. And I really liked it. So after that, I was either getting high or eating.
I thought meth was supposed to work in the opposite direction. This isn't adding up to me, but if she turned to substances, a lot of studies will say that, you know, some say it's genetic or whatever. And yeah, becoming an addict, if you grow up under addicts, it happens more times than you would think too.
And I got to be around 450 pounds by the time I was 18. But then yet again, my father moved us. He took us all to Washington because he hoped taking us somewhere where we all didn't know how to get drugs would force all his kids to get clean. My life started to get a little better around then because that's when I finally met someone and I fell in love. I was 23 then and close to 500 pounds. We were connected through a dating site and she convinced me to move down to Texas. But
This lady's like an international traveler. I didn't jump state too damn often. I was too fat to want to travel like that. But I guess she's still mobile, and if she's only 23, I guess she's still a little charged up, ready to go or something.
it didn't take long for her to start to be very mean and abusive. She would smack me. She spit on me. She would basically tell me nobody's gonna want you anyways. And worst of all, she would constantly criticize me for what I ate. And I just would never stop eating. And over the next couple of years, I got up to 560 pounds by the time I was 25.
Okay, obviously not condoning the violence part of it, but I bet it was a huge argument when she was like, well, I want this, this, and that. And she's like, no, you can't have that. You're on a diet. And then it turned into the Royal Rumble up in there for some Reese's or something. But yeah, I'm sure there was a little of both ways. And putting your hands on someone, never okay.
My family had moved back to Oregon, and they were begging me to come back home. So I left my girlfriend, and I moved in with my sister Vanessa. But over the next few years, all I did was eat. And I crossed the 600-pound mark when I was 27.
I'm not sure the whole Casper eyeshadow thing's like my personal favorite, but maybe it was a Halloween party, I don't know.
The only good thing to happen to me since living here was that I met Erica about 2 years ago.
I met Erica in a lesbian group online.
And one of the
Damn, I didn't think anybody did chat groups anymore, because it's just full of like weirdos and creeps. But she definitely was exercising them big girl angles. I rock the hell out of those things. They still make you look skinnier. I don't care what anyone says.
first things I noticed was that she had lost a ton of weight.
I thought, wow, I'm gonna ask her how she did it.
She had had a gastric sleeve done, so that really didn't help me. But soon, we started calling each other every day. And as we got closer, we wanted to be together. So she decided to move out here to be with me. And my sister...
But it should have helped you in some form, because she should have learned to like change her lifestyle and this and that. And she had to lose weight beforehand, so you could have took something from it. But yeah, cutting out 90% of your stomach, definitely a big advantage if you do it right.
said she could live with us. So for the last 2 years, we've been together.
First thing I noticed about Angie was she made me feel like there was no judgment. Like I can be myself around her. And
That was the first thing you noticed. I find that hard to believe, but alright.
I was really attracted to her personality. Since I've been with Ange, her weight has gone up. Her mobility has gotten worse. I've gained like 60 pounds. I never thought it would get this bad.
Wait, she gained 60 pounds. So there's a little Reese's runoff coming downhill here. Alright. I thought she was about to kill little man's toes too, because she just straight slammed down on that couch.
I can't stop eating. It's almost all I think about all day long. And if I'm not eating, then I'm waiting for my sister or Erica to bring me food. But mostly my sister, because she's the one that gets most of what I want.
Because she wants it too. I just had to see that door open, but she's eating good too. Maybe you got a little bit of Reese's runoff going her way too, but...
Hi.
What's up, sister?
Bouncing that leg too, I can guarantee to you she's not antsy for asparagus. I wonder what's in that damn bag.
Do you want me to make you a bagel?
Yeah, I'll take a bagel.
Okay.
Bagel break.
She's like my eating buddy because she's always down to have something to eat. And eating with her is still one of my favorite things to do because my sister is my best friend. And whatever it is I want, she never tells me no.
Food is an everyday social event for me and Jeanette. Because of her being homebound, there's really nothing else we can do.
Jumping jacks. Do something. It doesn't always have to be like Jack in a Box. You can try to exercise, do something. I don't care if you guys do like jujitsu or something like that. Just fight, do something. Something else is what I'm saying.
But eat is fun. It's how we're social with each other.
Can you take me to get a quick snack to tide me over for dinner?
I'm down. Let's do this. All right.
What the hell was the bagel if it's not the snack?
I don't see a big person when I look at my sister. I just see my sister, you know, until she's struggling to do something, and it breaks my heart because she can barely walk.
We might have to get your eyes tested, but I get what she's trying to say, but that's definitely not 2020 if she ain't seeing it.
You know, it's a terrible feeling.
I usually get my sister to get fast food in the afternoon. At that point, I've already had breakfast and lunch and some snacks. But it's my chance to get some of the other stuff I crave away from everybody so they don't know and say anything.
I don't think anybody thinks you're being that sneaky, because you're not exactly light speed in and out of the room or anything. Like, they're going to pick up on stuff like that. And if Personally, if I was this chick's girlfriend, I would have put a damn ring on the front door. I'd know every time Uber Eats came, every time her sister came with a bag of food, I'd have her on lock.
It's like me and my sister's secret extra meal. But I can't go far because I can't really fit in the car anymore. So we hurry and get something that I've been craving before Erica gets home from work.
Damn, that thing's squatting. You're gonna mess up the axle. Look at it. But instead of Victoria's Secret, I guess it's Duncan's Secret or whatever. Okay, I see you.
Because she thinks I wait for her to eat all day.
Delusional?
That way I can get her to bring me something too. So the afternoon to the evening, I have my system to where I could just eat nonstop.
Hi, can I get a carne asada burrito? Two of those. 3 carne asada tacos, fries, and 1 churro. That's it. Thank you. Have a good day.
Food is the best part of my life. And to eat something I've been craving, it's like little bites of heaven.
She don't like her girlfriend very much, does she? If food's overtaken everything in her life, she definitely is a very, very addicted to food.
And when I'm eating, I don't feel all the pain of my life.
That's about the biggest damn burrito I've ever seen. And then they get like 3 or 4 of those suckers. You would think that once you have to pop the door to eat your fast food, like that should tell you something. I never got to the point where we needed to open extra doors so I could eat. I just sit there and kind of lean to the side and eat. I guess it probably would have been more comfortable if I opened the damn door.
Not worried about dying or what I'm doing to my family. All I care about is the food. And eating with my sister is like being with my 2 best friends. When I'm done, I'm sad it's over, so I can't wait to eat again. But I need to get home before Erica so she doesn't know I ate.
Erica finds the bit of egg that just dripped down your cleavage later, but I don't think you're getting away with this one. She's gonna smell that carne asada all over you because it looked like you needed a damn bib.
I never want to stop eating. But I know it's getting to the point where I have to because food is killing me. I can't stop, but I don't know what to do about it.
Angie is killing herself.
Why did they just keep bringing her more and more and more? She just pounded like some chicken tenders after her like triple burrito, after her triple breakfast sandwich and bagel, and now we're bringing her more. Everybody in that house is eating good though.
If she doesn't get healthy, she's going to die. If I lose her, I don't know what I would do.
Pay
I'm
less
getting
for
to the
food.
point where I'm so big, I don't think I'm gonna last much longer like this.
That was probably mean. I shouldn't have said she'd pay less for food. We're not gonna cut it. Whatever.
If I had to bury my little sister, I don't know what I would do. My sister needs something drastic. I don't think that she can get to where she needs to be on her own.
If I don't get help, then I'm gonna die. I feel like this is it. I will end up going to bed soon and dying in my sleep. And then I'm not gonna be here for my family, for my niece Frankie, my nephews Vincent and Abel, or my sister, or Erica. And the thought of that breaks my heart.
It ends one of 2 ways. You either see the error in your ways, you stop doing what you're doing, or somebody's got to carry your casket. But it's never too late to save yourself. I still have hope for her, even though this chick is like a friggin' dumpster fire of just food nonstop, over. I don't know. Maybe they're still getting that 8-kid food stamp regimen or whatever, but that's a lot of damn food.
So I have to find a way to change that, to make sure I don't let food kill me.
Wait a second. How many nieces and nephews are there? Do you think we've reached the level of obesity where we keep having more kids to get more food stamps? Because that would be insane.
Erica said getting it helped her lose over 200 pounds. So
Yeah, but then Erica put back on 60, and it ain't been going too well. So she's down 140. She's still like doing great, but a lot of people kind of backtrack if they don't actually change their life afterhand. That's the funny thing about myself. It's like I wasn't all the way bought in before the surgery. I was like, just do enough to get it. And then I was like, okay, my life actually has to change, and I actually started to understand that.
doing this may be the only chance I have left to save my life. And it's the only reason I'll be willing to try to do a trip like this at my size. Because I know this is gonna be painful and really hard on me and my whole body.
Damn, this poor taxi driver didn't know what he just signed on for. Is that car rated for a ton? I don't know, man. Buddy, you might want to get like some accidental damage insurance or something. Obesity insurance.
I feel like this trip is a matter of life and death for me. I feel like everything depends on it. But I don't even know what to expect because I've never been on a plane before. I'm so scared. I feel like I'm gonna be sick.
You okay? Oh, I'm gonna fit in the front. I don't know if this is gonna work. Come on, in the back. Come on.
Shouldn't have had that extra burrito, but I always preferred the front. I would just like lean straight back and be good to go from there.
If the car ride is going to be this hard on me, I'm not gonna have a chance. Thankfully, Erica can calm me down. She's the only one who can really do that for me. And she is the one that's like, oh, it's gonna be okay. So I'm thankful she's going with me today. Because
So far, Erica's a ride or die. I like Erica so far, even though she's enabling her. It seems like she actually has her back, actually cares about her. That's what I'm gathering so far, at least.
I know I wouldn't be able to do this without her.
Okay? Yeah.
Damn, that thing's maxing out on her, Erica's side, too. Ooh. Well, yeah, I guess you put about a ton in the back seat, you're in a little bit of struggle bus.
Hold that, baby. Oh, my feet hurt.
My girl got a girlfriend.
I hate
Chevy
this.
Black World.
And I hate having to use this wheelchair.
Watch it. My book bag's right there. I don't want you to fall.
Can you step behind it?
Huh?
You step.
Yeah, I know.
I just want to get on the plane. But I know I'm not gonna make it if I have to walk.
I'm not sure she's gonna fit on the plane, to be honest. That's gonna be a tight squeeze, sweetie.
All right, ready for your feet?
When I have to be in public, I take a blanket just because it makes me feel like I can cover myself and keep
What, you got Harry Potter's obesity cloak? Like, how does that work out?
everyone from seeing me. Thankfully, Erica called the airport before we left, and they said they'll have someone help us check in outside. And then take me straight to the gate.
Is this guy coming to see Doctor now, too? Because he's pushing. I mean, he's getting up there.
So I can get on the plane. And I'm hoping that'll not only cut down how much I have to do, but also avoid being around too many people for too long, so I don't start to attract attention.
The 2 items going to Houston. He gave C12.
People don't care as much as you think, but you're gonna draw attention. When you're that big, you're rolling through here, probably shouting at people. I mean, you have a purple polka dot cloak that you think hides your obesity. Like, it doesn't work out quite that way. I wish you just had to throw a blanket on and hide it. But, yeah, no, you're going to draw some attention.
You're good, you're good.
Thank you very much.
To the gate.
I hope to God that I can fit on this plane. If I get stuck, it's gonna be one of the most miserable and embarrassing moments of my life.
Imagine they have to deboard the plane because you're too fat to get out of your seat. That would suck. People would be pissed because they got to be mad at you delaying them.
Is that y'all's wheelchair? Yeah. Oh, okay. You can sit in the front. I'll be the one that seats you sit right here. Does this go up? It does. There's a little latch.
Also, who wears friggin' prison stripes when we're up above 600 pounds? It's not going to be flattering.
Oh my goodness. I'm relieved we made it and that I fit. I was so scared that I was gonna get on and that I was gonna be too big to fit in the aisle.
I mean, you got pretty lucky because that looks like a little bit of a tight squeeze right there.
So I'm really glad this worked. We finally made it. And I can't wait to get off this plane because I'm in so much pain. I just want them to be able to get me in my wheelchair and get food and get to the hotel as quick.
Really? Food's your first priority? We came here to get our stomach cut out, and the first thing we think about off the plane is food. I mean, I guess it's fair, because most people haven't changed their mindset yet at this point. At least I know I didn't either.
Quickly as possible.
So that goes on this side.
These foot pedals are very tricky.
Transformers, obesity in disguise. Transformers, do you have some fries? But, yeah, these people are friggin' nice. Like, they're helping her out. They're trying to look out for her. Her girlfriend's a friggin' saint at this point in my eyes.
Okay, we got it.
All right, you're good to go.
Okay, you can sit.
You can sit back down. Okay, awesome.
I can't believe this. This is really embarrassing. I don't know why she has to draw attention to me every time. I feel like she...
You don't think it was you with the triple burritos and putting on that much? You're putting this on her, drawing attention? Oh, this... Ooh, lady. I'm a nicer guy than this. I ain't gonna go all the way in. She's just a brat, dude.
makes a big deal out of everything. When I just need a moment to calm down, instead of doing something that brings everyone's attention to me. When I just want to be left alone.
So calm down with cauliflower, you friggin' jerk. Why are you getting mad at her when she's here with you? She traveled, she helped you, she pushed... Man, this is... Ooh. You get to say hi. Say hi to the people. It's my big manly dog.
It's just been one of the worst days of my life. And I'm starving because I haven't eaten all day. So I just want to get some food and go to bed. And get this all over with as quickly as possible.
Ah, yes, priorities. I see where we're at.
But I just hope we can find a good taxi. Because the last thing I need is to have to get into another vehicle I can barely fit in. I'm not...
You see the way she just drops her suitcase and expects her girlfriend to pick it up? That's kind of crappy of her.
gonna be able to get up in that. I know. It's too high. Like, I can't.
Let me get on the side. Yeah, she needs to go to the curb so she can get up and get in.
Can you pull it close?
Make sure you pull it close.
Yeah, pull on up to the chubby curb. This woman can do a friggin' split any other time. She can get up in the van.
I hate this. Why can't anything be simple?
Would you be able to get in the back? The back one has a lower step than that one.
I could try.
You could try? All right, go ahead.
It hurts.
Go ahead, back it up. There you go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go. 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 3, 2, 1
put it in reverse. I mean, we sweat a little more than your average person, but 600 pounds, it's not going to be simple anymore, sweetie. Like, simple went out the window a long time ago, probably with the 50 packs of sweet and sour sauce we had.
Hold on, I'll go on the other side. It's okay.
Better tip these taxi drivers pretty damn well, because they're pretty nice guys I've seen so far.
Thank you. This trip has been miserable and one of the most painful experiences of my life. I just hope it's worth it, and I get the help I need tomorrow. I'm already nervous about seeing Dr. Now because he's the only chance I have left. So
You're the only chance you have left. Dr. Now's going to help you, but he can't do it all for you. That man's pretty strict with what he wants you to do before surgery, so she better at least have a change in mindset. Stop thinking about food 24/7, but that's going to take time. It's not the easiest thing to do, you know?
if he doesn't help me, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You're going to help you. That's the plan.
I have two really big fears right now. The first one is that Dr. Now tells me that he thinks my body is in too bad a shape to do anything and get an operation. But my other really big fear is that when I get on that scale, my weight is higher than I thought.
I bought an at-home scale because I thought for sure I had to be under 560. Oh, actually, it said 550, but it lied. It went up to 560. Second I stepped on that sucker and it said my weight was ERR, I knew I was in some deep shit. I had some work to do. But, yeah, it takes some time to get your mind around how big you really are.
AnnJeannette Whaley?
I got it. Do you want me to bring this?
Yes, in case.
I just realized her last name is Whale. That has to suck, because if you're overweight as a kid, they're going to make fun of you like crazy with a name like that.
But be careful.
I know I'm probably in the 600s, but I don't think I'm much higher than that.
You
So
think?
that's where I'm hoping the number ends up.
Let me guess. 668 is my guess. Damn, I'm close.
You can step on.
You okay? Come on.
I can't believe it.
That's what a whole lot of regret and churros looks like, but yep. Damn, this lady's like, uh-oh, we're in trouble, Doc.
Disgusted with myself. And seeing that number, I'm humiliated and scared to see what Dr. Now is gonna say. So I'm trying to hold it together and not let myself start to spiral right now. Because I feel like I'm about to have a really bad panic attack.
What happens when we panic attack? Because, it's not going to do us any good in this situation. But Dr. Now is probably going to tell you to lose 130 pounds or something like that.
All right. Well, that'll be more up to you than me. But today you weighed 679 pounds and you're 5'1", huh?
Yeah.
Your BMI is 128. You're probably one of the highest BMI we've seen. So this is very dangerous BMI to have.
That's crazy. I didn't realize that her weight was a Fetty Wap song. That's actually kind of cool.
And with a BMI this high, once the patient become immobile, they die soon after that. So how is your mobility?
It's not good. Not right now. It's
Great, Doc. I'm ready to run a damn marathon next week. What do we think's going on here? I don't think anything like that.
not good. I'm normally able to walk.
Mm-hmm.
But over the last
Couple days.
just the shortest distance is taking my breath away.
So you're at a very critical point because with all your factor here, you don't have much longer to live. Likely less than a year if nothing changes. So
Don't sugarcoat nothing, Doc. Like, he really don't pull any punches. We are going for the jugular here, but he tells it like it is, and I respect it. I respect when he does that.
We have to get your weight down immediately. So what seem to be challenges with your eating habit?
Food.
I think my biggest challenge is my mobility. It's hard for me to stand a lot, so I usually just grab whatever's
Quick and easy.
quick and easy.
Yeah, it's hard to stand, so I prefer just to drive through. That's why I'm gaining weight.
I guess whatever's accessible to me.
Come on, seriously? You telling me if you were able to move, you would eat better?
No.
Well, that's what it sounds like you're saying. That walking to a salad is harder than walking to a pizza. Does that make sense to you?
Probably.
I mean, salad, pizza. That's a tough choice right there. I know which one I would have picked. I know what I'll pick now, but pizza sounds pretty damn good.
Not.
So, the wrong answer. So let's try again. So you eat a large amount or what?
Yeah.
So you can stop eating, you have no control on it? Do you live with others?
Yeah, I do.
We're playing like obesity Jeopardy right here, where he just keeps asking a bunch of questions he already knows the answer to.
My sister and her kids.
Okay, so you likely have multiple enablers. But Erica, when she asks you for the food she shouldn't have, why don't you even try to tell her no?
I don't say anything.
She tries to say stuff. She does sometimes say, you need to watch what you're eating, and I get mad.
Or I tell her if you chew your food more, you can get full, or if you chew it better and you won't.
I eat.
Really? Chewing is the problem here? Is she just like sucking down these burritos? Chewing is the problem. That's a first for me, but also she put back on 60, so she's kind of preaching a little. She did good off the rip, but then she got with AnnJeannette, and it was downhill from there, buddy. We're on a damn landslide right now.
Eat fast.
So your idea of helping her is to tell her to chew the pizza better, instead of telling her no to what's killing her.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of excuses you all are giving me. And you two need to understand right now that you can't keep playing this game any longer. Because, AnnJeannette, you're not going to live that long at this point, unless you both.
You know, that's my favorite part of the show, where they're giving him the, like, damn, I have to eat salad stare, and they're just looking through Dr. Now because he's trying to change their diet.
Change what you're doing right now. And that goes for everyone in your household, all the enablers. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We're cutting everything. We're gonna get hard. She's gonna get on a diet. I'm not giving her anything. We're gonna do this. It's okay.
A lot of people say that. Talking is easy. Change is hard, though. But if you're telling me you're ready for this, AnnJeannette, then the first thing I want you to do is we're going to start you on a 1,200 calorie a day, high protein, low carb diet. And from here,
With that diet, like, I know a lot of people feel like just counting calories. I've been doing keto for the last 2 weeks, and my weight loss doubled from what it was averaging. So, like, the fats and stuff like that, not as much the enemy as the carbs and sugar. At least in my opinion, I don't think so.
on out, you're only going to eat 3 times a day.
No.
And the second thing is you're going to start exercising twice a day. I want you to get at least an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening. You can break it up, but you need to do
She's even shocked by that one. She's like, an hour? We struggle in the shower for 5 minutes, but you gotta push yourself a little bit.
everything you can to get your stamina up and prevent yourself from becoming immobile, okay? Then lastly, you need to move down to Houston as quick as possible because we won't be able to help you where you are and the way things going. You're not going to be around much longer if we don't start to make some drastic changes with you now.
That's the hardest part of the show, I think, is asking people to uproot their entire lives and move. Like, it's good in the long run, but I think it's hard for a lot of people to make that choice, so they just choose to sit at home, be fat, marry, whatever, instead of uprooting their life and moving to Houston. But you got to make a lot of changes if you want to be successful.
Doesn't mean you're going to get weight loss surgery, though. If you want to do that, then you need to hit a weight loss goal to show me that you're ready to work hard. And if you stick with a 1,200 calorie diet in 1 month, you're going to be able to lose 100 pounds. But if you come back with more.
Damn, 100 pounds in a month? I mean, she's pushing 7, so it's possible. My best month was 40. I'm nowhere near what he's asking. And, yeah, I don't think I could. I probably could have done that. I would have had to have a whole nother level of dedication, though, to get that kind of goal.
More excuses, and you cannot stop eating and control it, and that's going to be a problem. And we won't move ahead with surgery. Got it?
Yeah.
You have to do this now if you want to live, okay?
Okay.
Any question?
No, so that means like move now, if possible.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to be your only chance to live, okay?
Well, that's that. And I'm surprised she didn't ask him like, where's the closest fast food place? Because she just keeps saying, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I'm hungry, I need to eat. But I don't know how many times Dr. Now's been asked that question. Probably a few.
Hoping I could do this because I know if I can't, then I'm gonna lose everything.
Gonna lose some weight. Still in Oregon, apparently.
Me and Erica have been home from seeing Dr. Now for a month now. And I've been trying to do my exercises and stick to Dr. Now's diet, but both have been really hard.
Oh my God, we have to launch our stomach onto the counter to reach our food. That's a new level of like, we probably need to work on our weight right there. But she's reaching for peanut butter too.
With my exercises, my biggest obstacle is that I just can't move around a lot. And by the time I manage to get up, I'm practically worn out. But I'm trying to.
I don't think that's on your low carb diet, but rice cakes are good. They're a good snack if you're not doing low carb, but you throw some peanut butter on it, you're kind of effing that up.
Get up like Dr. Now wants and do what I can every day. And with my diet, I've made a lot of the adjustments I need. There's just a few things that are too hard for me to completely get rid of, like peanut butter. We're actually supposed to be back in Houston today, seeing him for my next appointment.
Uh-oh, you stood up Dr. Now for a jar of peanut butter? Oh, you're screwed when you get there. This is gonna be good.
But it's taking me and Erica longer to get back down there, because we've been working on finding a place to live in Houston. But I called Dr. Now and told him we're still coming. We just need a couple more weeks. And he told me for every week longer it takes me, that I need to add 10 more pounds to my weight loss goal.
Of course, classic Dr. Now with the obesity interest rate. Like, if you don't show up 100 pounds lighter, we're taxing that ass.
And it's got me freaked out, because losing 100 pounds is already a lot to lose.
You ain't gonna do it with peanut butter sandwiches, but alright.
Me and Erica are leaving for Houston today.
You think she's crying because she's moving or because she ate all the peanut butter and she's out?
We have our bags packed and we have a place ready for us to move into once we get down there. But we're only taking what we can carry because we're flying back to Houston. Everything big like furniture belongs to my sister, so we don't really have much. So as long as I...
So what are you gonna do when you get there? Do you have money to furnish a whole new place? Like, I didn't think you guys were rolling in it like that.
can handle the trip again, it'll be easy to move down. But doing this and leaving my family is a lot harder than I thought it would be. So I'm really struggling because I don't want to leave. My family's here in Oregon, and I can't imagine missing out on my nieces and nephews for a whole year. They're gonna be totally different people when I'm able to see them again. So I'm heartbroken to have to do this.
Yeah, but you're supposed to be a totally new person at that point too. Like, that's the whole point of going through this process, trying to lose weight, all that.
But I know I need to, because if I don't, then I'll still be leaving them, just in a more permanent way. So this is just a trade-off where I'm gonna get something much better in the end. And
Trade-off. Less tacos, less kids, more weight loss. I mean, it's a pretty fair trade.
I just have to keep reminding myself of that. But this is still the hardest thing I've ever done. But I plan to lose the weight as fast as I can and get back here to Oregon as soon as possible.
We got a new obesity cloak? I didn't think they had that many of those in Harry Potter, but alright.
I love you. You'll be good, okay? You'll be okay, I promise. You will.
Is it me, or does Pops kind of look like Uncle Si from Duck Dynasty?
I love you. Take care of it, sister. I will. I got it. Okay. That was awesome. I love you. I love you, Papito. You'll be okay. Bye, baby. It's been a little over 2 months since I've seen Dr. Now. So I want to get down there as soon as I can to have my next appointment. And I'm really hoping that when I do...
Oh my god, we got rid of the taxi and got a tubby town car? That's insane. You guys are really blowing the bank on this one.
I hit my goal and get approved for weight loss surgery, so I can take the next big step I need to get to the life I want and to be able to come back home to family.
I don't know. How do you guys feel about that one? Because to me, it don't look like she's lost nearly 100 pounds. But I'm really bad at this. I got so fat I can't tell. So maybe she's lost something.
But I'm hoping it's all good.
Okay. A big closet. It's gonna be tight.
To be fair, we probably don't need the big closet. We didn't bring very much stuff.
But it's a nice sturdy toilet.
I can barely fit through the bathroom door. Literally, I can barely fit the bathroom door. Like, I have to squeeze.
You better hope so. She might pull one of the Elvis moves too and croak on the toilet or whatever.
And we need to get a new toilet seat. Okay.
Are you excited? I'm excited.
It's a little smaller in places, but I can make it work. And now that I'm here, this is a little exciting.
You wanna
Let's celebrate. Excitement enchiladas, baby!
sit here while I bring the luggage in? Oh, Drew's bringing it.
Me and Erica have never lived on our own, so it's gonna be a whole new experience for us.
Let's see if I can make a bed.
The only thing
She did not just rest her chin in between her boobs like that. How do you turtle that? That's crazy.
I'm really scared about is that Erica's looking for a new job here in Houston. And if she gets one soon, it'll mean I'll be on my own during the day. And I haven't been on my own since I got this big.
Wait a second. You expect her to sleep on the floor at almost 700 pounds? We don't touch the floor. If we drop something, it belongs to the floor. I'll get it next month when I have a good day. Like, it just has to stay down there.
I miss my family and it's just a lot. I'm trying to keep it together because I have to keep my eye on the prize, and the prize is making it.
True. But also, why was she holding a $20 bill? Did she order pizza or something?
I just have to keep reminding myself that this is only temporary. Me and Erica are finally headed back to Dr. Now's for my second appointment. And I'm so nervous because I've been working really hard with my diet and making the changes I was supposed to.
I think she's wishful thinking. She might have done okay on her diet, but the second you start throwing even the littlest bit of carbs into a no-carb diet, you're usually going to gain, typically. At least that's my experience with it.
But the more I think about it, the more worried I get that it wasn't enough. I know I tried hard, but I also know I've had something I shouldn't have at times, especially when I've been stressed. And getting moved here has been extremely stressful.
Of course, we're gonna blame it on the stress s'mores that we ate. Like, any excuse you can have to not lose weight, you're gonna friggin' make it at this point.
So I'm scared about what's gonna happen. And if I haven't made it to my goal, what that'll mean.
AnnJeannette Whaley?
My whole life is riding on me getting weight loss surgery. And whether or not I am comes down to what number is on the scale today. So I'm terrified right now. My whole future is about to be shown to me. And it's either gonna be good or really, really bad.
Yeah, but your future's gonna be what you make it. So it's always gonna be up to you, and you're always gonna be the master of your own destiny. But if you're just gonna sit here and kind of say, everything depends on this, I need this, and I can't do anything for myself, it's just typically not gonna work out that well.
I'm at Dr. Now's, and I was supposed to lose 140 pounds by today. Since he added 10 pounds for every week, I was supposed to be back for this appointment. So that means I have to be below 539 today.
Oh shit, that ain't gonna cut it. We're about 100 pounds short in a couple days, a couple months short too. You came late and didn't hit the original goal. Dr. Now ain't gonna have that. That's game over right there.
I don't understand what happened. I know there were some bad days, and I was stressed a lot with the move, but I worked really, really hard. And I'm really scared now. He's not gonna give me weight loss surgery.
He's not. But you can't just say, I caught the moving morbid obesity. Like, that's not how that works. There's no moving involved in getting this level of fat. Like, we're not gonna blame it on moving.
All right, so how are you getting along?
We're making it.
Okay, have you two
Making peanut butter sandwiches.
been able to move to Houston?
Yeah, we live in Houston. We
Okay.
moved.
Okay, well, that's one good thing because your weight loss isn't that great. Since it's been too much, you were supposed to have lost at least 140 pounds, but you only lost 33 pounds in that time.
Yeah.
So what happened? Because if you have done the diet, you would have lost more than that.
I had enough time with it.
There's no shot she showed up to Dr. Now's office with a ketchup stain in the middle of her shirt that she just licked off. What the hell, lady? Do you know how obvious that looks? She clearly just got some damn fast food.
But I feel like I did really good. I've learned a lot, and I feel like I've done a big change from before.
Not really. A 30-pound weight loss with someone like you can be done quickly with minimal effort. So the reality is you didn't change that much.
Okay.
I mean, that's 2 months, 33 pounds. Yeah, she definitely wasn't putting her best foot forward, or probably any foot forward for that matter. That could have just been X-Lax when you get that damn big.
You need to lose this weight now, before it's too late. So my goal for you is the same as the first time. Lose 100 pounds in 1 month. No more excuses. You got that?
Yeah.
You need to stop wasting time you don't have, or things gonna get much worse for you and Jeanette very soon. And once it does, your health will decline rapidly, and then your body will just give out and you'll die. So you're only
To be fair, you're definitely racing against the clock, and that clock ain't got no cheesecake on it. Like, we can't give ourselves any kind of leeway once you get this big. If there's a cheat day here or there, like, I get it. People slip up, but she's in for the fight of her life, and she's just not quite ready, and they moved already, so I just feel like she should be way more bought in at this point.
chance is to stop playing games and change now. So lose 100 pounds in 1 month. That's what you need to do. You understand?
Okay.
Okay, yeah, I hope you're more serious this time when you say that. I'll see you both in a month. We look forward to getting your weight down and get you in better health, and nice to see you again.
Nice to see you
Okay?
again.
Usually Dr. Now kind of jumps on the person that's with them if they're a little overweight too. And considering she already had the bariatric surgery, I'm kind of surprised he didn't give her a little bit of crap too for like being an enabler and knowing what needs to change in this situation. But so far, I like the girlfriend.
Over the last couple of weeks, me
Okay, that meal looks a hell of a lot better, so I'm gonna guess that she's trying her best.
and Erica have made a lot of changes together. The first thing we did right after my last appointment was that Erica went to the grocery store and got a bunch of good and healthy food and ingredients so we can make healthy meals.
If you're on a low-carb diet, hot sauce is your best friggin' friend. I used to buy like big tubs of it just to keep my carbs down and have some flavor because it has hardly, I can't remember, it's 0 or less than 1 gram of carbs.
So I'm trying to completely stick to Dr. Now's diet this time. And we also did something to help motivate me to exercise every single day. Me and Erica got a puppy, and it's my
Oh, that dog is so damn cute. I want it.
job to walk him.
Come on, puppy.
No matter what, I can't skip my walk because I have to get up and take him out every day.
Come on, this way.
Don't choke the dog out. We're not walking him to give him a rear naked choke or anything. Damn. But I guess she's just trying to get to the finish line. She's like, I'm walking. This dog ain't coming. It's getting drug.
Like, you gotta talk him into it.
Yeah, he doesn't like it.
So far, he's not very compliant and doesn't want to cooperate. So it's even more of a workout trying to drag him right now.
Come on. If you need to lean on me, let me know, okay? Come on.
So that's progress, and overall, I really feel like I'm doing a lot better this time. And I think if I
Yeah, doing a good job letting the puppy eat a cigarette butt. What are you doing?
keep it up for the next 2 weeks, I'll be able to hit my goal by my next appointment. Because I sacrificed so much and worked as hard as I could to make sure I made it to my goal this time. I just need it to be enough. I feel like I just barely made it to today without giving.
Welcome back to the Chub Castle. She actually looks like she's lost some weight here. I'm going to guess that with the way she was eating and actually trying, she's lost a fair bit of weight, it looks like.
In. So if I don't make it, I don't know what to do.
AnnJeannette?
I'm at Dr. Now's again for my 3rd appointment. And I'm really hoping I made it to my goal this time. At my last appointment a month ago, I was 646. So Dr. Now gave me the same goal of losing 100 pounds this month.
556.
Yeah, okay, so she lost a lot of weight. What is that, like 90? Yeah, she friggin' killed it.
That's
Did she
incredible.
cuss?
I'm so happy right now. I know it's not all the way up to my goal, but it's a lot for me to lose in a month, a whole lot.
It's kind of amazing what you can do when you stop making excuses for yourself and actually push yourself out of your comfort zone. And she killed it. I'm happy for her.
So I'm really proud of myself. And I know Dr. Now will be impressed with it too and see how I am ready for surgery.
Hello.
Hello.
How y'all doing?
We're good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So you're down to 556 today?
Yeah.
So you lost 90 pounds. That's a little bit short of your weight loss goal of 100.
He's really not happy with 90 pounds? I've seen way less and him be happy. I guess it depends on what kind of mood Dr. Now's in for that day.
Pounds. But it is significant improvement over the last time. So you're making some good progress and trying harder. So we're gonna go ahead and approve you for weight loss surgery, okay?
Yeah.
But here's the catch. It's contingent on 2 things. The first is that I'm going to schedule you for a series of tests over the next couple of weeks to make sure that your body can handle the surgery. Okay.
I always wondered how that worked because I had to jump through all kinds of clearances, tests, stuff like that to get approved. I mean, I went to the doctor probably like 100 times, different tests, different clearances, all that, all these labs. And on here, they don't show any of that. So I wondered how he could say that they were physically in good enough shape to have the surgery. But I imagine, I mean, they go through all that too. I don't know.
Okay?
Okay.
The second thing is, since you didn't quite hit your goal, I'm going to schedule your weight loss surgery for 2 months from now. So you can show me that you're going to still stick with doing what you need and working hard. If you do that,
Oh, damn. Her joy just went to pure terror. I don't think she definitely thought the surgery was the answer. She wasn't going to have to keep working hard.
we will move ahead with your weight loss surgery. But if you show up and you're not making the progress you should or you gain, then we'll cancel your surgery and you won't get it. And we'll send you home.
Okay, I won't. I won't gain any weight.
All right. Well, take this seriously because you're on the right track right now. Just stay motivated and don't get comfortable and start to slip, okay?
Okay.
You
When people get comfortable, that's always when shit just starts to go really downhill. But no celebration churros for you this time, sweetie.
brought your BMI down to 105, which is a lot better than 128. But the lower you get before surgery, the lower the risk, and that's going to be an important thing, okay?
Okay.
So keep working hard and lose another 50 pounds to get yourself in good shape for surgery, okay?
Okay.
To be fair, he's telling her 50 pounds in 2 months. That's a lot more lenient. I think he just wants her to not let her liver get back fatty because they have to go in laparoscopically and you need to keep losing weight because if you eat a lot of fatty foods beforehand, your liver will get big again and they can't kind of work their way around it. It just becomes a big issue.
I'll see you in 2 months. And make sure you keep making progress. I am very happy that AnnJeannette has tried harder this past month and that she's taken her situation more seriously. Even though she should have lost more, she's applying herself and trying to work harder. My only concern
I can guarantee she didn't have any rice cake peanut butter sandwiches this time.
is whether her motivation is going to last like it needs or if it's going to be short-lived. Because if she had stuck to a 1,200-calorie diet like she should have, at her height and her weight, she would have lost over 120 pounds over the last month. So even though she's doing better, she's still struggling with giving up all the things she shouldn't be eating.
To be fair, when you've lived your whole life a certain way, it's pretty hard. I'll go ahead and say it for her. 90 pounds is pretty damn good. Like, I think she made a lot of changes, tried really hard. There might have been little slip-ups, little maybe diet chocolates or something. Days she went over 400 calories, something like that. But she definitely tried a whole hell of a lot harder than she was. Oh, shit. You got called in on a fat warrant. This ain't good. I've never seen him, like, call people in, like, mid-month. Oh, no, lady. What'd you do? You got one too many of them celebration churros is what I'm guessing. Oh, shit. She got
I
big.
feel like I'm about to have a panic attack right now. Because I'm scared. I really messed up.
To be fair, a lot of us think we can eat like some bad foods beforehand and just F up our surgeries. I even did it. Last Supper Syndrome's real. Mine got canceled. I had to spin the block and do it again. It sucked, man.
Miss Annejeanette?
Dr. Now scheduled the test and evaluation he said I have to have before surgery. So I went to the hospital to have those done. And while I was there, they checked my weight, and it said I had gained. And while I was...
Shit, you got called on an accidental weigh-in. You thought you were gonna slide right through that sucker, didn't you? You didn't think they were gonna check your weight with these tests.
there, Dr. Now called me to tell me to come back into his clinic to see him today. So I'm going out of my mind right now. I really wish I had Erica with me right now. She had to start her new job and couldn't come in today.
We wouldn't be in this situation if you didn't go mental on some marshmallows or whatever the hell you did.
What's going on? You have gained 15 pounds.
I'm heavier and hungrier. What do you think, doctor, now?
Yeah.
So what's happening?
Well, I know that I'm gaining fluid. I don't think the whole 15 pounds is fluid. I think I might be overeating, obviously, because 15 pounds is 15 pounds. I don't have excuses for you.
So you say you're not giving me excuses, and then you give me excuses. To gain 15 pounds in a few weeks means you're taking 7,000 to 8,000 calories a day right now.
Damn, really? Okay, so that month of grind time was like, just we'll do that so we can get to the Pizza Hut party at the end. Yeah, I mean, it goes that way a lot of the time.
You think anything wrong with that?
I think it's outrageous. I see a lot wrong with that.
So why are you doing it?
I don't know.
Because Oreos are outrageously good, that's why.
I don't have words for it.
Don't play games with me and pretend you're confused and you don't know. You got your approval and you thought now weight loss surgery is going to do all the work for you and that you don't have to try anymore. And it's not.
I mean, doctor now calls them like he sees them. That's usually what we think. I can attest to that. I definitely thought that way.
So didn't you come to Houston to change your life?
Yes.
Okay. So eating whatever, whenever, and not caring about yourself is going to get you to the point where you're going to die soon. So this is a matter of life and death for you, okay? So your surgery is still scheduled for 5 weeks from now. And if you want to move ahead, then I want you to lose the 50 pounds I told you, plus the 15 pounds you gained. So you need to lose 65 pounds from today by your surgery, or
I mean, she showed she could lose 90 in a month. 65 shouldn't be that much of a stretch for her. She should be able to do that, but it's the morgue or the munchies, whatever you want. Like, pick one.
you aren't moving ahead and you're not getting it. You understand me?
Okay.
You can either work to fix the damage you have done and then hit your goal, or you can make excuses because there'll be no point. It's your choice.
Okay.
Good, because this is your last chance. I'll see you in 5 weeks.
I didn't know I was going to get a doctor now mic drop moment, though. But all right, he went in there, ripped her a new one, and she'll leave out of here and eat a whole lot of more broccoli and chicken breast, I guess.
But she's gonna run out of time, and it won't be long before her body can't handle it and it gives up.
I can't believe I let this happen. I'm just glad
I can believe it, honestly. That's usually how it goes.
I didn't lose my surgery. But I know if I don't make up for this and fix it, I still can. So I'm really upset and scared now, because I can't lose my weight loss surgery. If I do, I have no hope for a future or life or anything. So I have to make sure I get it, no matter what.
I don't think she's going to totally lose it, but she definitely was playing a pretty risky game there because I did get mine canceled. It wasn't just come back in a month. It was like come back in 3. And then there was another time they canceled it. It said come back in 2 months when you stop smoking a pack of Newports a day. Like, I had it canceled twice. So it took some time for me. She's ahead of me so far, but I'm still talking a lot of crap because I did the same dumb stuff.
Annejeanette is here in the hospital right now for her weight loss surgery. But whether or not we move ahead today still depends on if she hit her weight loss goal she needed to get back on track.
Why didn't they weigh her before they got her in a gown and everything? I mean, they pulled me in, weighed me before I got to the surgery. But I guess it makes better TV if they do it this way.
Right. If she didn't, then we're not moving ahead with her operation today. But what's already concerning me is that she's saying she's not feeling well and that she feels like she's short of breath. And some of the initial results of the test we've been running her today are showing some fluid retention that has added some strain to her body, and that's not good. Her condition has deteriorated some since last time I saw her, and that may mean she's not making the progress she needs.
You're almost like guaranteed to retain some fluid. It's been like a year and a half since I've had any kind of swelling in my legs, but they used to swell up so bad. It was so painful and uncomfortable. It hurt really bad.
Hello.
Hello.
How you feeling today?
Emotional.
Emotional, okay. You feeling short of breath?
Yeah, and I feel swollen in my legs and in my stomach.
To be fair, we're still in good shape if you didn't go emotional on some egos this morning. Like, we should still have the surgery.
It's really hard for me to reach places that I could reach before.
Some fluid retention could be the cause of that, which would mean you're gaining. But let me listen to your heart, see how things are.
What exactly could she reach before that she couldn't now? Because she always had T-Rex arms. She was already 5'1", 700 pounds. I don't think she could reach very much.
Take a deep breath. Your heart sounds fine right now. Okay. All right. So let's get your weight check. Let's get up to do that. With the weight you gained, you were 571 a month ago. And your goal was to lose 65 pounds. So you should be
506. What? Do you guys think she hit it? I can't tell because she's got a gown on.
506 today. So let's see where you're at. $563. So you only lost 8 pounds.
Oh, shit. Damn, we were about one Little Caesars meat lovers away from not losing anything at all. She barely lost anything. This ain't gonna be fluid. This is a panic attack because she knew that she was pounding some pizza.
With a pound or two of fluid retention, we round up to 10. But that's still a long way from what you should have done. So you're likely still eating around 4 to 5,000 calories a day right now. And that's unacceptable. So we won't be moving ahead with your weight loss surgery today. But since you have some fluid in your system and you are already admitted, what we will do is put you in the hospital so we can get all that extra fluid out of your system.
So they moved to Houston. She does this one great month. Doctor now says, you're approved. She gets super happy. He says, just lose 50 pounds in the next 2. And that's like cruise mode for him, like people that get to our size. And she just totally F's it up, and then she nukes it again and decides that she's going to have all the Nutella and peanut butter she wants right before the surgery, and we end up here. So I don't know what's going on in this chick's head, but it's all kinds of screwy.
Get you in better shape, okay? In a couple days or so.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
She's just like, get me the hell away from this scale ASAP. Damn, she's totally checked out at this point.
Alright, let me hold it back.
All right, Annejeanette, here's the deal. Your lack of progress is completely unacceptable. I've already explained to you how close to death you are and how dangerous it is that you keep overeating. Unless you wake up, your health is going to deteriorate rapidly, and you're not going to
There's no way around saying it. Like, he's telling her exactly what she needs to hear. She's just not ready to hear it yet.
survive once she does. So I'm going to give you only one more chance, and then that's it. And this is what we're going to do. So I'm going to reschedule your surgery for 2 months from now. In that time, I want you to lose 65 pounds.
Okay.
If you don't, that'll be it, and then you'll be done with the program. You got it?
That's about the nicest as this guy gets. But I guess he's seen some kind of effort from her in order to make that kind of a choice at this point. Usually it's get the hell out, come back when you lost 50 pounds in a month. If it's 2 months, give me 100. But he just said 65 to her. That's very doable.
Okay.
Good. And what else you're going to do is, in a few days, when I send you home, you're going to start going psychotherapy.
Okay.
We'll set that up for you. It's very important you take this seriously because this is your last chance. If you don't, then that'll be it. You'll be done with the program. You got it?
Okay.
I mean, sending you to a shrink because you won't stop eating like all these peanut butter and stuff like that. It's fair. I mean, it probably would help her out a lot since she had so much trauma in her past and stuff like that. You got to get your mental right in order to get any kind of your physical right. So this probably a good thing for her.
My mom had a heroin addiction, which caused her, like, she would take off for days at a time. And so my dad was always having to leave and go find my mom. My dad, like, he never did drugs, but he sold drugs when I was a child.
Wait, so your dad was the plug, and then he started plugging your mom, and then you ended up with 7 kids? That's one screwy power dynamic right there, that's for sure.
And I don't know, there was nothing normal about my childhood, I'll tell you that much. It was actually anything but normal.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
Yeah.
So, AnnJeannette, what brings you here today at this moment?
I think I'm here because my only ever addiction has ever been food, and I've never been able to stop. I've been trying to get surgery, and now my dad's here, and he eats whatever he wants. And so
Oh my God, so many people were eating junk around me before the surgery. I let them eat it. I had to lose weight. I mean, yeah, I effed it up a bunch of times, but when I actually was like, all right, it's time to knuckle up, do this thing, everybody was eating junk, pie, cake, whatever. Anytime I went anywhere and saw my family, anything, I just couldn't have it. It doesn't really matter. But I guess at this point, I guess she's so fresh into it, it makes sense that she's struggling with that around her.
it's like hard for me.
So, Dad eats poorly and brings it into the home?
Yeah, he brings it, and I feel frustrated because I just want to bite, and I can't do that.
So, let's talk about some homework. I want you to have a conversation with your dad. You've had so much inconsistency and instability in your life that you need a support system, and I want you to have that conversation with your dad.
That's not going to be an easy one, but I feel like if they haven't had it by this point, I don't know why they wouldn't have. They're all adults. Like, you should be able to talk to your parents, but at the same time, I don't know, because that's a tough one, I guess.
And so I'm just wondering, in terms of your relationship with Erica, has she been really supportive?
Erica's a freaking saint. Don't bring her into this. That chick's doing everything she can for her.
We fight a lot lately, actually.
You fight a lot?
We fight a lot because I just feel like she's mad at me because I am getting healthier.
Well,
When? All we've seen is you lose weight for a month, gain. No, she lost 8. But I don't think that the one that's all supportive, smiling, leaving where she lives to move to Houston with you has an issue with you getting healthier. I think you have an issue with thinking you can do better, probably, which is kind of disgusting as you of a person.
leaves her in a position to redefine her role for you. I'm sure that for some time now, she's had a parental, mother-like role in your life. And now
We need to redefine the role after we saw her do that roll on with the friggin' speed stick at the start. Like, nobody should have to do that for their partner if they're disabled from something they can, like, take care of on their own. They have the power to change.
you're growing.
Yeah, I just feel like moving here, like, gave me so much independence. You know, like, I just feel like I never lived. And now, like, I'm living.
I want you to sit down with your
Living on a prayer if you don't stop gaining weight before Dr. Now. That man will snap.
partner and outline some short-term goals for yourselves. And then discuss those goals and see if any of them are in alignment with what the other person wants. Because you two need to really discuss the future of this relationship and whether or not it's going to continue.
It's a lot of homework.
It is.
Fair, I don't think she's done very much homework in her life, but we'll work at it here, Doc. We'll work on it. We'll try to get here.
It's been a few weeks since I've had my therapy appointment with Lola, and I've been going over everything in my head constantly that I'm supposed to do for my homework to help me deal with some of my issues. And I decided to try and talk with my dad, but I decided I want to wait to have the conversation with Erica until after I get surgery. Because if we're gonna talk about our
Okay, so you're gonna have the convo with your dad, but not your partner because you want to wait until you're done with the weight loss surgery and don't need them anymore so you could possibly break up with them. That's the feeling I'm getting from this. So if you just want to go like full like crimson, ash, and fire on the whole relationship, then you're in a good place at this point, so you don't need her. That's kind of disgusting, man. I don't really like her very much.
And she wanted me to talk to you, and she told me that it would be a good idea if I did, and I just I need more support from everyone.
What? You need more support. Support yourself.
Everybody. I need you guys to eat with me like what I eat. You know, not keep things in the house that I can't have because it's like stupid. It's hard.
Yeah, it's not only stupid, it's rude. I agree. I'll tell you what, if I feel the need to have something you're not supposed to have, I won't do it where you are.
If he agrees to those terms, I got no problem with it. I'm just saying she has to have some kind of willpower here, too, because, like, it doesn't get any easier later on. Once your stomach stretches back out, like, you can eat whatever the hell you want. It's not going to hold you back forever.
You could eat it at the store.
Right, I understand
at the restaurant, anywhere, just not here. Are you up for it?
Sure. Sure. Listen, I'm really glad that you expressed yourself because probably we should have more times to talk than we have. So with that said, I'm happy that you did, and I'm gonna go take a shower, okay?
Yeah.
Alright, so that just got weird. Why do you have to announce that? Also, what's he gonna do? Go take like a bathtub burrito break or something so she doesn't have to see it? She's pretty bossy, man. I don't know. This chick's been like kind of short fused, snapping. You're drawing more attention in the airport. Like, I'm just not feeling it with her right now. Alright, so she actually finally did it.
I'm really excited and proud of myself for getting to this point,
And look at your super sweet, supportive girlfriend right there with you, the one that you're waiting to friggin' burn the relationship to the ground after the surgery.
this surgery is finally happening. Part of me can't believe it, but at the same time, I'm having really bad anxiety. I'm freaking out. Because I know this is a big operation, and there's a lot of risk having it at my size. But I know I need to take this step today, and that it's now or never. I don't want to cry anymore.
Well, it ain't gonna tickle, that's for damn sure. It's dangerous for sure, but the leaps and advancements they've made in this like specific surgery is kind of amazing. It's a lot less dangerous than it used to be.
So,
You here?
I love you.
I love you too. Okay.
Once I recover, I'm gonna have the talk Lola told me to have with Erica. And I'm actually excited about that now.
Once I'm good and on my feet, I'm gonna go and wreck her whole world. Yeah, that sounds about right for what's going on here.
Because after my operation, my life is gonna be full of possibilities. So I can't wait to do this and start that life with Erica.
Oh, maybe not then.
Today we're attempting to do a gastric sleeve on AnnJeannette. All her tests look good, and we weigh her, and she's down to 492 today.
Alright, so she got under 500. I was 545-ish when they did mine. So she weighs less than I did when I had mine done, that's for sure.
I'm a little overwhelmed. It's very hard to sit here and wait, and I'm just anxious to see her. I need to know if she's okay. So I'm most scared about complications or that something may go wrong. But this procedure for Angie is very important for all of us, and I hope this surgery goes good.
All right, so supportive, waiting there. I don't think I had anybody even in the waiting room for me. I just kind of was in there on my own, called people when it was done, honestly. Everybody had their own stuff going on. She lost 33 pounds, sounds right.
It's been a month since my weight loss surgery, and I feel like I'm fully recovered. Doctor now moved me back to solid foods and said I'm on track. So he's happy.
Seems early. I had 2 months before I could get back to regular solid food, but I guess that was like tuna fish and soups after about a month, so kinda somewhat solid, or yeah, I guess.
With my progress. But he reminded me I have to keep working on my emotional issues. So I had another appointment with Lola, and she pushed me to have a conversation with Erica next about our future and our goals. Because I shared with Lola how Erica is getting insecure with my weight loss, and she's scared I'm gonna leave her.
Why do you think she's insecure? You've lost what? You're still not tiny exactly here. It's not like people are gonna line up around the block or anything like that already for you, so you got some work to do yet.
What do you want to talk about, bro?
So the therapist said that we should write down our goals and, separately and see.
Yeah, deflecting right away. The therapist said we need to do this. It's got nothing to do with me wanting to do this.
If they align.
So what are my goals?
Just just what do you want to do? Like, what do you see happening? So
I want to steal that dog. He's so damn cute.
hard to write with Leo.
What if we don't have the same goals?
I don't know, Erica, because life is short, and it's like your goals are your goals.
I'm done.
Okay, you just want to read them out loud?
Okay. You read yours.
Read me yours first.
I said you first.
Oh my god, this is so middle school. Alright.
This was my idea, so you read yours first.
Marriage, travel, children, a house, a good job, being able to see both our families, to be able to trust each other and go back to school.
Okay, so everything about the advancement of their relationship and their future, everything's us that she wants together. So nothing that I've seen so far from her would say anything different. I think she's a very caring person generally.
Nothing?
Oh, you're a shit sandwich.
Continue losing weight.
Okay.
Skin surgery. Focus on the diet. GED. Move home to be around my family.
Shit, with what you just shared, we could have skipped this homework and went straight to GED. We didn't have to even share this, because this is the selfishest stuff I've ever heard in my damn life. None of this involved her at all. It was all you. You are the self-centered... Oh, this chick's like the Wicked Witch of the obesity factory. Oh my god.
Stability. Become my own person.
Move home mean move back to your family?
But you knew that.
So it's whatever you want, right?
No?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, let's call a spade a spade. She's pretty demanding, she knows what the hell she wants, and it ain't got much to do with you, sweetheart. I'm sorry.
It's what you say goes.
That's not fair.
Yep, and it's fair for me, right? Oregon.
You know what, Erica?
It's whatever.
No, it's not whatever.
It is whatever, because at the end of the day, you can make the decision.
No, at the end of the day, you have every choice in your life, and you are a grown-ass woman, so you need to stop. The point
The hell are we yelling for? Is your blood sugar low? But she didn't choose to have to scrub you down or help you out at the start. She didn't choose to move to Houston, all that. She didn't choose for you to tank the weight loss off the start, make it take longer while she was working. So this lady here done nothing to like kind of gain my anger. You and Jeanette, whatever the hell, you are just a nasty, vile human being. Like, you're up there. I thought Stephen Asante was one of the worst ones that ever did this. You're up there, sweetheart.
Is you're being selfish because I'm trying to accommodate you and understand that.
How is that accommodating me? Either you can go back to Oregon or let's break up. That's accommodating.
Stop making me out to be the bad one when you have a choice to go back too. That's not fair, Erica.
Okay.
All I'm saying is I love you. You've been here.
How did we go from screaming to all I'm saying is I love you in like this baby hushed voice?
For me this whole journey. I'm grateful, but you can't be mad at me just because I just want to live a life without fighting.
It's whatever, dude. And you want to live your life because now you get to be free. That's all it is.
She ain't exactly running free yet. I mean, she might be able to walk a little faster, but she ain't quite got to marathon level yet. We ain't freed Willie yet, but she might get there eventually.
I don't know where to go.
Are we done?
Yep.
Done.
She's definitely the most selfish person I've ever seen on the show.
That didn't go like it was supposed to at all. And I can't believe this.
How exactly was it supposed to go? Because you waited until you were healed up from the surgery to talk about it, so I think you knew exactly how the hell it was going to play out.
I feel so devastated, and I don't know what to do or say.
Shit, here we go. Some devastation dominoes coming her way. This might not help her weight loss, though. Okay. I always tell people, like, for the first 3 months, it was like a pound a day. It's crazy fast at first.
In these past couple of months, I feel like I've been getting stronger and finding more of myself as I work through the things I need. For the first couple of weeks after breaking up with Erica, I really just wanted to eat everything I could.
Damn, she was gonna grieve with Grimace. I saw that one coming, but she still has the Beatles burnout there, so at least she's not alone. But I wonder if she's with anybody now. I'll have to check and throw it in here if she is.
But I didn't, and I know it's because I'm growing and making progress with how I'm dealing with things. So I've been able to stay on track like I need, and Doctor now says he's proud of me. And if I keep it up, I'll be in the low 300s in 3 to 4 months. And he said once I do that, I can get excess skin removal because it's starting to sag on me, and it's getting worse as I lose more weight.
5'1", I could imagine hers is pretty bad. Mine's, like, I have some. It's not nearly as bad as most people on this show's are. But they did tell me it'll be like 15, 20 pounds once I get a little closer to my goal. But yeah, he didn't want to do it when I was still in the 300s or anything like that. It's more like once I hit around 260-ish, so I still got like almost 30 pounds to go to get there.
So that's my next big goal. And my dad is helping me do it. He had gone back to Oregon after my surgery, but since I'm on my own now with Erica gone, he decided to come stay with me and help me for a bit. And I've really enjoyed my time with him. And I'm super motivated to make it to my target weight as soon as possible. Because once I do, I can move back to Oregon to be with my family. And I can't wait.
That was clearly her priority from the start. She didn't care much about Erica or what she had going on. As long as she could get back to her family, I think that's all she wanted.
For that, because I miss them so much.
blood sugar.
I've been doing
They had a
video
book.
calls with them almost every week or so to show them my progress and how I look now. I've lost almost 300 pounds, and that's
Damn, she's doing a lot better than I thought, but she lost a lot before surgery.
just amazing to me.
Are you supposed to put that much of that shit on? That's like clown war paint.
Because I'm almost halfway to my target weight already, and I know after I get approved for my skin removal, I'll be so close and able to do so much more.
I've never seen that much makeup. Like, she's gonna melt if she steps out into the sun, honest to God.
The first thing I want to do is get my degree online since I never finished school because of my weight, and then get a job so that I could start supporting and contributing to my family. My weight has
That's pretty, I mean, that's a nice thing to say, but I wish you would have been nicer to Erica, man. That chick was your ride or die.
kept me from my dreams and from truly living my whole life. And in some ways, it feels like I'm having to learn to really live. But I'm loving every minute of it. And I feel so free for the first time in my life.
You can't sit on the obesity cloak, you're gonna ruin it.
Hi.
Hi. You look pretty.
Thank you. I'm gonna show all of you guys what I look like, all the weight I lost. Are you guys ready to see?
You gotta do one of those like TikTok thirst traps. You gotta sit there and be like that. That's how they do it, right?
I'm gonna stand up and show you. I have confidence I can do this, and I
Damn, as hyper as that kid is, he might have found her candy stash she was waiting to get back to.
believe in myself again. And so I have no doubt now. I'm gonna make it to where I want and have the life I want to. So now, when I come home, we get to go do fun stuff.
You take us to the park?
Even if it doesn't look exactly like I wanted, as long as I'm healthy and happy, it's still the life I've always dreamed of.
Very few things end up the way you plan them in your head, just as long as you get there eventually. I mean, I'm ripping into her, but she's made some good progress. I just don't like the way she treated her girlfriend, man. That was kind of scummy.
And I can't wait to see what new and exciting things that life and future have in store for me.
Alright, well that's it for AnnJeannette. I mean, she made some strides there at the end. She kind of up and down. Most of us do. I mean, I did it more than her, to be honest. But at some point, you kind of lock in, get it together. I'd be curious to see if she's still losing weight now, because a lot of people start to backtrack when they get to the point where I'm at now, because they can eat more. But if you're like good about not stretching it out and actually not eating like crazy, you won't have that issue. But I'll try to find where she's at here today. But leave a like, it helps out the video. Leave a comment. I'm always curious to see what you guys are saying or what you think. Because right now, I just think she might be the worst girlfriend that ever lived. Because she treated that chick like trash. But, alright guys. I mean, that's it. See you later, alligator. Peace.